As Chapter 5 Season 2 comes to a close, I have been very disappointed by the collabs we got this season, specifically the Avatar collab, which is surprising because I'm not usually one to complain about collabs, but this season just had me very disappointed. So let's take a look back at what went wrong by comparing it to a season that did collabs much better, Chapter 2 Season 4. One major problem with the Avatar collab is how it interrupted a pre-existing theme going on in this season. The theme of Chapter 5 Season 2 was Greek mythology, which was a great theme for a season that didn't even really need collabs because of how much you could do with that kind of season. I'm saying this because there have been seasons with terrible themes like Vibin, which is a very boring season, that needed a collab to spice things up and make the game extremely fun. When the Avatar collab came to the game, it brought with it the bending mythics: water bending, fire bending, earth bending, air bending. But it also removed the Greek mythology mythics, including Zeus's lightning bolt and Hades' chains, which pretty much just stripped the season of all its great theming just for a collab. A collab that lasted 20 days and didn't even feel like a Greek mythology season because of how much was missing from it. Now compare this to the Marvel season, which theme was based around Marvel. This was a great time to have a Marvel season since there was a drought in Marvel content due to the lockdown and it also being before people had MCU fatigue. This season also had collabs, but they were all Marvel collabs, which made sense because the entire season's theme was Marvel. So if you just add more Marvel stuff, you're just building on top of an already great theme for a season. Another point to make is how universal a theme is about superheroes and Greek gods. Season 2's original theme worked because it was Greek mythology themes, and most people know about Greek gods or some form of religion, whether they have those beliefs or not. The Marvel collab was also a universal theme because it's superheroes. Everybody knows superheroes. Everybody knows Superman. Everyone knows Batman. Everyone knows Spider-Man. Everyone knows Iron Man. It kind of just made sense. The problem with the Avatar collab is that not everyone resonates with anime, and while Avatar might not technically be an anime being made by Nickelodeon, it really just checks off the boxes to look and feel like an anime. The Avatar collab didn't resonate with me because I'm not a fan of the show or anything really related to that anime look or feel or art style or anything. And I'm sure a lot of people also felt the same way I did because it's not really something everybody knows. Another problem I want to go over is the gameplay, specifically with the mythics. I did not love the Avatar mythics. I'd say I used airbending the most, probably because I was trying to escape being sniped halfway across the map by some absolute aiming god who was using the waterbending method. The mythics these seasons seemed very skill-based, being very difficult to use for people who already have a hard time aiming with guns. Personally, I found myself only sticking to the earthbending because it built cover and the rocks had a blast radius, making it much easier to deal damage, but it was still pretty hard to use. Now take a look at the Marvel season's mythics, which were very casual friendly and anyone could really use. Take the Iron Man mythics for example. They pretty much had aimbot on them, so you could beam someone really easily and you didn't have to be good at the game. You could also take Thor's mythic or Doctor Doom's powers. They were very easy to use because they had a blast radius and made it much easier to actually hit other players. The biggest problem in my opinion, however, is how the Avatar collab didn't really fit into the overarching theme of Chapter 5 Season 2. Now, Chapter 5 Season 2 didn't have much of a story, but it would have just made it feel so much better if the Avatar collab had some kind of connection to the season's story going on. Let's take a look at Chapter 2 Season 4. The reason for the Marvel characters being there was because Galactus had heard the Season X Black Hole event going on and felt the power of the Zero Point. Now, if you know anything about Galactus, he really likes to eat planets because it helps him survive. So, feeling the energy of the Zero Point was basically him smelling a all-you-can-eat buffet from 10 million miles away, which gave the collab a purpose of being there. And that's why the Marvel characters were there, because they were the only ones who really knew how to beat Galactus, since they already had dealt with him before multiple times. But when you look at the Avatar season, there's no reason for them to really be there, other than they're just there. That's the same problem with the Star Wars collab too. They're kind of just there. Like Darth Vader is it's Darth Vader. He's there. But it doesn't really seem to impact anything. Imagine if we had Darth Vader going toe-to-toe with Zeus. Or maybe he works with Zeus to help wipe out all mortal kind. Epic Games didn't find a way to connect the Avatar collab to the Greek mythology season, which I think really hurt the reputation of the collab. But Epic Games is more focused on the metaverse rather than having an immersive world. That's what made the Marvel season work so well, while the Avatar collab just missed the mark. Thank you guys for watching. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more. You can also check out my other channel, Nuggets SFM, if you like animation.